All right, let's get you into the headlines this morning, letting you know what the headlines are across Nigerian newspapers. We begin with the Nigerian News Direct, and it says the presidential election failure, PDP in turmoil as party suspends Ayu. Alleges chairman worked for APC, alleged chairman worked for APC against success of PDP during the general elections, and says that he fails to pay his annual subscription fees. These are all the writers there on the News Direct. All right, from there, let's go to This Nigeria. This Nigeria says G5 PDP battle enters danger zone as ward suspends Ayu. Right, party ward ESCO lists anti-party activities, non-payment of annual dues, failure to vote during March 18 election, no official reaction for now, says Ologunagba, as the National Publicity Secretary, Ologunagba. All right, that's what this Nigeria has. And then from there, let's go to First News. First News, fresh crisis hits PDP, Ayu suspended. Fresh crisis hits PDP, Ayu suspended. That's the national chairman for anti-party activities, failure to vote during last governorship, House of Assembly elections. Ayu's allies worked for opposition at the polls. Suspension letter signed by 12 executive members of his ward in Benue. All right, there were 12 out of 17 officials that signed that suspension letter. From there, let's go to Blueprint. Blueprint newspaper. As governors-elect get certificates of return, disquiet persists in Adamawa, Kebbi over rerun polls. Right, and don't plunge Adamawa into chaos. Group warns Talon and others. APC claims victory in Kebbi, seeks INEC officials sack. Okay, that's what you see on the front page of the Blueprint newspaper. The Punch is next. The Punch newspaper says INEC votes 3 billion naira to fight electoral cases. INEC votes 3 billion naira to fight electoral cases. APC, PDP, LP differ on Commission's litigation budget. Litigation costly, budget may not be enough. Senior lawyers are saying this. All this on the front page of the Punch newspaper, right? And from there, let's go to the Leadership newspaper. As INEC foot drags, Fintiri Binani trade tackles over alleged rigging intimidation in Adamawa polls. APC flag bearer wants 16 local government areas governorship results reviewed, and fresh election in future local government Fufuri local government area, says I am hopeful of victory. You're desperate to win, says Fintiri. Will take appropriate decision on polls soon. INEC is saying this. All this back and forth from Adamawa State. It's there on the Leadership newspaper. The Guardian is next. The Guardian newspaper says NLC reconsiders strike as CBN opens vault to banks. Right? NLC reconsiders strike as CBN opens vault to banks. The NEC meets tomorrow to review plans and strategies. We may call off strike if Nigerians have access to their monies, says Ajaero. That's the NLC president. Strike will drag economy into deeper hole, says NECA. All right, this is what you see on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. The Abuja Inquirer is next. Abuja Inquirer says CBN directive cash rationing persists, but some relief. All right, cash rationing persists, but some relief. NLC meets Tuesday on nationwide protests. Right? Recall that the national president, the president of NLC, Joe Ajaero, had said that by Wednesday, NLC will be going on strike to protest the unavailability of the cash. Cash hasn't been available and it's affecting workers. Okay, the Nation newspaper is next. The Nation newspaper. It says the post-poll crisis, Ayu under pressure to quit as PDP chair. Ward ESCO suspends party boss. Okay, the Nation newspaper. Post-poll crisis, Ayu under pressure to quit as PDP chair, and Ward ESCO suspends party boss. Okay. That's the Nation newspaper. National economy is next. Post-2023 elections, PwC others set economic revival agenda for states. Okay, PwC others set economic revival agenda for states. You see that on the front page of the National Economy. Okay, Daily Trust, we're going there next. Daily Trust newspaper, how NIS operatives extort travelers at airports. Okay, that's the Nigerian Immigration Service. How NIS operatives extort travelers at airports. I paid $100 to get my Virgin passport cleared. A passenger is revealing this. And 8 officers sacked, 88 facing disciplinary measures. And FAN decries extortion. All right? All this on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper. All right, Nature News is the next one we're looking at now. Nature News says, Engineer Adamu, others seek solutions to global water crisis at summit. Engineer Adamu, others seek solutions to global water crisis at summit. All that you see on the front page of the Nature News. All right, Business Day is the last one we're seeing now. Business Day says soaring costs, naira scarcity frustrate cancer patients. Soaring costs, naira scarcity frustrate cancer patients. That's a big story on the front page of Business News. Luth, a lawsuit raised treatment costs. Okay, all that you see on the front page of Business Day. Okay, that's the update from the papers. Now you have an idea of what all the headlines are saying on the front pages of the newspaper this morning. Now, the suspension of the national chairman of the PDP, Dr. Iyorchia Ayu, who is from Benue State, seemed to be one of the biggest stories on the headlines this morning, and that came, it hit the nation really hard. Recall that some members of the People's Democratic Party have also been suspended in last week. Former President of the Senate, Anyim Pius Anyim, was suspended. A former governor of Ekiti State, Iyorchia, was also suspended, amidst others too who have been suspended. And the governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, was referred to the disciplinary committee. So all that has been going on. So some people are saying this could be a tit for tat, a retaliation, kind of. But we're waiting to see, of course, the power play within the People's Democratic Party.